What is up, YouTube family? My name is Rishwanga. Welcome back to another YouTube video, and this has been a highly requested video on my Instagram, or well, was a video topic that was requested a few times on my Instagram, and it's what is the difference between style and fashion? I think this is a really interesting topic or question to be answered because a lot of people don't understand there's a difference. Some feel there isn't one. Style and fashion is one and the same, and others have different ideas about it, and it is essentially a broad spectrum depending how you look at it. So I think something that's summed up really perfectly by Yves Saint Laurent when he says fashion fades and style lasts forever. And I think that's a perfect way to look at it because fashion essentially is just trends, and I would say whatever's hyped up at the moment, where style are pieces and ways to like look well dressed and well put together, if almost timelessly and eternally. So what I mean by that is you see certain pieces now that your parents and your grandparents probably wore. Think of boots, denim jackets, leather jackets, flannels, trench coats. Stuff that you watch like old, more vintage movies, and you still see that type of silhouette, that type of style worn now, but just in a more modern way. And that's what I see style. I also think style, in a sense, depending how you look at it, is essentially a way. And I think if you want to be someone that's well dressed or someone that's seen as stylish, you have to need to have an understanding of fashion, because you need to always be adapting to modern times, in a sense that you think of simply just your jeans, how they've changed. Your jeans fit differently to how your parents' jeans fit back in their day. Back then they were more like narrow at the thighs and then spread out at the bottom, and now it's like just narrow, like completely. So I would agree that to be stylish you need to have a sense of fashion, but I also do think when getting into like dressing, the very common thing is to just throw yourself at whatever is fashionable at the time. And that's something I did. Was as soon as I like started taking interest in my personal style, I lost a sense of my personal style because I was just wanting to spend money on stuff that were hyped and what's really popular now, and I didn't have, my clothing wasn't projecting a sense of who I am. Only understanding like how I dress and what I want to project from my clothing do I start developing a sense of personal style. And becoming someone that's just chasing after what's popular ends up being affordable and not very cost effective, because I mean, think of certain stuff like really distressed denim and Yeezys, for example. There's certain sneakers out there that was really hyped and people just jumped on the trends. And yes, Yeezys are still popular now, but they're not as hyped as they were, say, 2 or 3 years ago. And you end up just spending a lot of money on these pieces that will just end up in the back of your closet without without seeing the light of day, really. So I do think there's an element of understanding both fashion and using fashion to develop your personal style. Yeah, and if you need help developing your personal style, because it can be difficult, then subscribe to my YouTube channel, because that's what I do. I give men's style tips and tricks and allow you to understand how to better your style and other like questions revolving style and fashion, especially if you're doing in South Africa. So yeah, that's pretty much for the video, guys. Hit the like and the subscribe button to help your boy out, and also let me know down in the comments any other future video ideas that you'd like me to touch base on, so that yeah, I can have them for you. I can film for you. Yeah. So yeah, Instagram will be down in the description, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace and be safe.